Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. Today's video we're going to talk about an issue I experienced with RIDGID's cordless trimmer. Now, you might ask, is it the issue of the trimmer that had all the complications and turning off, or was it the user error, so myself, that ran into this issue and made the trimmer go dead and not work again? So let's dive into that, and I will reveal what the issue was and how I fixed the issue in the end. Stay tuned to find out more.
Hello, my name's Dan Shannon. I'm a DIYer and a woodworking hobbyist who loves being out in the shop. On this channel, I share tool reviews and shop projects for DIYers, homeowners, and hobbyists. If this grabs you by the tool belt, consider subscribing for more videos like this.
Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. In today's video, we're going to dive into this. This is RIDGID's trimmer. I did a full review on this trimmer when I first got it. Pros and cons. You can check that out here. There is a link. Today, I just want to go over an issue that I had with this trimmer. I think some of you have had this issue and you've reached out. You also left comments on my previous video about an overheating issue that you ran into. So I just want to talk about my experience and what I ran into with my personal trimmer. So let's dive into that. All right, so the issue was overheating. So what happened was I was out trimming my garden, my lawn, and the trimmer overheated and shut off completely. So I thought to myself, what did I do wrong? What were things that I should have checked? Let's do the troubleshooting and then go from there. So what I first did was I checked the battery. So I went on the battery, checked the gauge. It still showed that there was at least 2 lights or 2 bars on the battery. So I knew the health of the battery was decent. I didn't need to take that off and go with another battery. But when you troubleshoot, you try all different things. So I pulled the battery off, put a new one on that was fully charged. It was a 6 amp hour at the time. I have 2 of them. Fired it up and it ran for probably 2 more minutes and then completely dead again. So I thought, what is going on with this machine? Never had an issue. I've owned it for over a year and a half, almost 2 years now. So I thought, well, if it's not the battery, then what could be causing this issue? So I wanted to dive in a little deeper. So I went online and I thought, how many other people have this issue with this trimmer? Does RIDGID recommend only using certain batteries? Is it a battery issue? Is it a heat issue? Kind of turn over some rocks to see what could be done about fixing this issue. So I felt the motor on the unit itself. After the battery was quite warm on the cradle here, so I took that off, put a new one on. So I thought maybe the battery's overheating, compensating for the work that I've been doing. So I felt the battery is warm, felt the motor was very warm. So I was like, okay, well, just like any tool you have, especially when it comes to chainsaws, any gas powered machine, you usually want to let it cool down before you use it again. So I let this cool down, and then I looked at the head of the unit. So going back to the troubleshooting, I looked at the head of the unit and made sure that there wasn't any issues with grass, because a lot of times if you get into some thicker grass or taller grass, it will wrap around the head of the unit and cause it to be overloaded. Also the string. I wanted to make sure the string was fine. So I did notice I did have some buildup around the head of the unit, so just around where it spins. So I cleared that off and made sure the debris was gone. Another thing I didn't think about and this is something to point out, is there is a cutting knife for your twine. Now, RIDGID claims that you can only have it the 12 or 14 inches for your cutting length. Can't go beyond that. And if you notice here, I'll try to do a close-up picture. My knife is actually missing. It got busted off. It no longer cuts the twine. I didn't replace that piece. So as you can see here, my twine is slightly longer than the knife itself. Now, RIDGID claims you can't have your twine past that 14 inches, or else the extra length of twine and the rotation will actually cause overheating on the motor. And also they mentioned with the buildup of grass on the head, if you have too much grass, it wraps around the head itself, it will actually overheat. And I've had that happen with gas trimmers in the past. I've used lots of different brands, different types, and the grass actually got so hot, it almost burnt my finger, like when I went to touch the metal down here on a gas powered. So same principle, you're cutting, you're digging into some deep weeds, and you have that buildup. This will get hot. Now obviously it will travel up and make the motor work harder because there's buildup. And you can also hear it sometimes. Well, I usually wear headphones. I'm not sure what you do, but I wear headphones just because of the decibel. It's quite loud. You might not hear this machine lower its volume or bog out. So if you're cutting into thick grass, you're supposed to cut from the top and then eventually work your way to the base of the weeds. Never start at the base. You'll get a bunch of wrapping going on. You'll also bog out the motor. So I think what happened was, in this case, it was user error. The length of the twine, the overheating because I had a bunch of weeds slash tall grass wrapped around this head, so it was bogging out and it was putting more pressure on the motor. So those two things alone would definitely impact the use of this machine. I also had it on level 1. There's 2 levels for this trimmer, so I had it on level 1. Level 2, I'm not sure what environment. I probably should have brought it up to level 2 when I was in the thicker grass, but level 1 gives me a bit longer run time for the battery, so I usually keep it on level 1. I've never seen a need to bump it to level 2. And also another thing to note was, for the last year and a half, I've only done probably half hour to 40-ish minutes in runtime, so I've never gone beyond that. I got about an acre of land, so I usually go through 2 6-amp-hour batteries. Now, depending on your land and what you're doing with this machine, you might actually go beyond its capabilities. RIDGID does recommend that it's for kind of smaller use, if you will, so lighter grass, lighter weeds, you know, just trimming around some hedges, nothing too advanced. Maybe if you get into a lot of landscaping, that would bump up your runtime. So in this particular case, I did at least an hour and 10 minutes during this process that this failed on me. So I did work it hard. I did work it longer than I originally did. And also I was diving into some thicker weeds at the time that this stopped working. So user error at the end of the day, but I still wanted to bring it to your attention because there's a lot of people that have this unit and that use it on a regular basis. So if it does happen to you, do those particular checkpoints to make sure that you're not the issue, the product is fine. So check your battery, check the length of your twine, check whether or not there's weeds or tall grass wrapped around the head of the unit, and basically do an overall assessment. I have recently put the battery back on, tried it out, it works just fine. I'm not going to turn it on full, but you get the idea. Runs perfect. That was the only time I've ever had an issue with this trimmer. Never before leading up to it. So be mindful of what you're using this for. Be mindful of the practices So proper trimming, start top, and then work your way down to taller grass. And it never hurts to grab a glass of water every once in a while and let this thing cool off if you're using it for a prolonged period of time. Well, that pretty much concludes this video. I didn't want to take too much time. I just wanted to address the issue that I ran into. And I'm curious whether or not you had the same issue. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not part of the Shop Talk family, please click on that subscribe link down below. We'd love to have you on board, talking tools, talking DIY, talking woodworking, and in this case, lawn care. Working with an outdoor machine. I've done a tool review on it, so you can check that out. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one. Have yourself a great day.